Welcome beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's nice to have you here. Today I'll be showing you guys how I make my coffee ice cream. Please remember to subscribe, like and share, and I will see you on the next one. Guys, so we're gonna make some coffee ice cream today, but I am using the Mountain Peak. So this is the original Jamaican Mountain Peak instant coffee. So this is the coffee I'm using today, just to give it a Jamaican flavor. Of course I got this from Jamaica, so I'll be using that coffee today. So our main ingredients, of course, is our coffee. We've got some sugar, so 1 cup of sugar. We've got some whole milk. This is 1.5 cup of whole milk. We've got some 6 eggs. We're not going to use 6 eggs, we're going to use about 3 or 4 egg yolk. And we've got some salt, and we also got some vanilla extract. So to start off making our custard, we're going to warm our milk, our sugar and some vanilla with some salt, get that to dissolve, and then we will go on to making the rest of our custard. So to the pot I'm going to add my whole milk, I'm going to add my sugar, I'm going to add my salt, which is like 1/4 of a salt, not a lot. Some salt. I'm also going to add my vanilla extract, and we're going to add 2. This is 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm going to add 2 of that. Make that 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we are going to slowly melt that sugar. So we're going to constantly stir it. Make sure your heat is nice and low. On the low heat, we're not going to make it boil or anything like that, we're just going to make it steam. So we're just going to slowly stir it until it becomes a bit warm, where we can move on with the eggs. So we don't want to boil up our milk, because you don't want it to curdle. Okay guys, so while that's getting warm now, I'm going to add the coffee. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of coffee. And I'm going to continue mixing that now. More coffee if you are a big fan of coffee. If you just want a subtle taste of the coffee, you can just add, as I said, just 2 tablespoons. So all the coffee has now dissolved and it's nice and warm. So now we're going to go and temper our egg. So in our bowl we've got 4 egg yolks. only to survive the shape. So I'm going to whisk that together. Lightly whisk. Just going to continue whisking while I add some of the coffee in here just to temper it. So I'm just going to use the spoon that I used to take the coffee out and slowly pour some coffee in there, slowly, while still whisking as well. Still whisking it, just slowly pour it. Ideally you could just use the pot, but just to avoid scrambling my eggs, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put one more spoon before I add it to my milk. And then we're going to add it to our pot. So that's our egg tempered. Now we're going to add it to our pot. So now we're going to add our egg to our milk, and we're going to constantly whisk that on a low heat as well. Constantly mix it. We're going to constantly mix that until it's nice and thickened. Constantly stir it. So you want to constantly stir this. It's going to take about five minutes for it to thicken, and then you're going to cool that down before we move on to the next step. You can make this in advance as well. So you can make this in advance before the other base, so your double cream or whipping cream, whatever one you're using. So you can make your custard in advance, you can make it a day in advance. So as I said, we're just gonna stir this until it's thickened. It should take about 5 minutes. Don't take your eye off it. You want to keep on a low heat as well, and you want to make sure the temperature is low and it doesn't boil, but it just heats up until it's thickened. You can see it's kind of getting thickened already. So once it coats the back of your wooden spoon, then you know it's ready. So about 5 minutes. You can see the consistency of the cream or the custard is changing already. It's gone a bit thicker. This smells amazing already. If you're a coffee lover, you will love this. Amazing. So we're just gonna let this thicken, and I'll be right back and show you guys once it's thickened. Okay guys, it's been about 3 minutes or so. As you can see, it's definitely thickened. I'm just gonna let it do for another minute or 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna take it off the heat, strain it, and then I'm gonna let that cool down before I refrigerate it and chill it overnight so that it's really chilled before I add my whipping cream or double cream. Then I will churn my ice cream. Okay guys, so the custard is ready, so I'm just going to strain it just in case there is any like egg bits or anything like that, or any coffee remaining. I'm just going to strain it. There you go. That's the coffee. It's the custard. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let this sit, get cool, and once it's cooled, we're gonna put a plastic wrap or cling film over it, and then we're gonna chill it overnight so it's nice and chilled and ready to be churned. Guys, so this has been chilling overnight in the fridge. So as you can see, I've left a cling film on top to avoid it getting a skin on the top of it. So let's remove that. And as you can see, we've got our custard. So here I've got our double cream. I've got some double cream and whipping cream together. It's just under 2 cups of whipping cream, and I'm going to pour that in here. By the way, my cream is really cold as well, so try and make sure that your cream is cold. And then we've also got our ice cream maker here, so we're going to turn that on as well, and then we're going to pour this in. I'm going to transfer it to the freezer, and we're going to let that freeze for overnight or up to like 8 hours. So airlock container, transfer it to the freezer.